It's always a goal when you start fall baseball first day. I think every coach talks about, representing, your school in the Patriot League tournament. And in our situation, really the only way that generally speaking, that we're going to advance to the national tournament is through the Patriot League tournament. So it takes on that kind of meaning. And like I said, everybody has that goal to be playing at this time of year. I think it's one of those things that you look at it a couple different ways. One is a long time ago. Your team progresses and changes through the year, and I think we've done that. We're a little bit different team than we were probably 5-6 weeks ago as far as, what we do. I think the thing that, you take away from a Bucknell is they're a rock solid team. They don't make mistakes. They pitch extremely well. They don't do things that are going to hurt them as far as winning a baseball game, and I think that's why they are the first seed, because they've played the game very well. He's been outstanding. He's been, as good a pitcher, as far as result-wise, that I've coached. I mean, you're a sub-1 ERA. That's pretty impressive. And he's done it pretty much his way, meaning, he's approached all the teams that he's faced, all his starts, his approach is very much the same. He doesn't change a whole lot what he's doing. I think what he has done is he executes it even better. He's able to, stay away with the fastball, get strikes, and then he can lock you up late in the count coming inside. He's a competitive kid, which, you don't coach, you don't teach. It kind of happens. And he knows the game. He knows what he wants to accomplish out there. He knows, like I said, how he wants to attack hitters. And, he's had a tremendous year. Oh, no question. I think whenever you have an example of excellence, and actually it doesn't matter what you're doing, if you're around excellence and you're around success, that's going to help you, and that's going to help your staff. So I think in many ways he's made our staff better just because he's an example of how you can go about and do things. Bob has been really important for us because he's been so consistent, almost throughout. In baseball you have your highs and your lows, but Bob hasn't done that. He's just kind of stayed right at around the 340, 350 mark, consistently stealing bases. His on-base percentage has stayed the same. I look at Cash too, and hitting in our third spot, driving in runs, holding up the middle of the order. And again, he's done a very good job for us in that role. So, we kind of have two critical pieces to an offense, a good leadoff, a great leadoff hitter, a middle of the order hitter. So they're doing their jobs. We got to get more around them, and on our offense. We got to get more generated around those two people to create runs, but they've certainly done a good job for us. Absolutely, and especially when baseball is a sport where you like to keep playing, and it's the same for everybody pretty much, but ourselves and Bucknell have been off, for it'll be 2 weeks by the time we play, and that's very unusual. So coming out of exams is sometimes, believe it or not, it's the most crucial question to ask. How's your team going to come out of exams and not having not played for 2 weeks? And that's always a question mark. And I wish I had the answer, to how to formulate and get guys coming out of exams ready to go. But it's always a tough thing, and you're never quite sure until the last couple of days before you go into the series.